Hello, this is a very short tutorial on how to use the dialog system asset on Unity 5. I'm using Unity 5.3.4 and I'm going to also use some standard assets that come within Unity. So first I'm going to create my environment by the hierarchy, create, 3D object and just a simple plane, which I'm going to paint with a simple material, green. Then I'm going to go to standard assets, I'm going to go to characters, third person character, prefabs, third person controller. I'm going to drag and drop it into the hierarchy. Then I'm going to go back into third person character, hit the models and use Ethan as our NPC. I'm going to take the main camera and make it a child of the third person controller so we can follow Ethan around. Adjust my camera a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to go to dialog system, prefabs, and then dialog manager. I'm going to drag and drop it into the hierarchy. Then I'm going to go to assets. I'm going to go to create, dialog system, and dialog database. I'm going to click the dialog system and I'm going to drag and drop the new dialog that we created into the initial database. And then I'm going to go double click on the dialog system for Unity. And that should bring up this window. You should see on the right the conversations button, hit it, and then go to the plus button. And it should bring up a new conversation one. Go to the start, click right click, and then create child node. Then go to the right on the dialog text and just write whatever you want your NPC to say. I'm just gonna write hello here. Repeat the process, right click, create child node, and that should bring a blue box. And here you can write whatever you want the player to answer. So I'm gonna write goodbye. Just remember that the gray boxes are for the NPCs and the blue boxes are for the player. You can press X here and then you should go to, you should click on Ethan and go to component, dialog system, trigger, and hit conversation trigger. Take care that the trigger is on use, and then go to conversation and click on new conversation one. Drag and drop Ethan into conversant and third person controller into actor. Also, while still on Ethan, go to add component and search for the usable script. Click it and then you have to add a sphere collider. So go to, while you're still on Ethan, add component physics and then sphere collider, and just adjust the sphere collider so that it matches his body correctly, maybe a little bit bigger. And don't forget to hit is trigger on the sphere collider. Then go to third person controller and then add component. Search for selector, which is also a script that comes with the dialog system. And here you should find the use key. I suggest you change that because within the character controller for Ethan here, the third person controller, space is used to jump. So personally I use tab just because it's not used as something else. And on the default use message, you can just write press tab to interact. Yeah. And then you should add another component while you're still on third person controller, and you should search for set enabled set enabled on dialog event. Okay, that should do the trick. And as you can see, as soon as I press tab, our NPCs interact, and Ethan, our NPC, says hello, and I am able to choose goodbye, which is the only option that I have right now. I can choose it by left clicking in it. And that is the end to this tutorial. Thank you for watching.